Two questions that if you ask yourself them consistently enough, they are going to change your life. The first is, wouldn't it be cool if? And then the second one is, what if I weren't? And the reason these questions have come up is because I was on a meeting, a mastermind meeting with 5 fellow coaches. We meet Saturdays for an hour over Zoom. And we were just talking about, what our favorite part of the weeks were, and then what we individually have been up to. And I made the comment that I was doing puzzles and thinking about getting back into mandala coloring so I could help the creativity part of me, because I'm very logic-minded, analytical. I don't consider myself a creative person. And one of the fellow coaches, Kathy, was like, well, what if you weren't not creative already? And it just hit me in the face like a ton of bricks, because our judgment and our thought towards nearly everything in life is what prevents us from being creative. It's what prevents us from speaking our truth. It's what prevents us from connecting with other people. It's what prevents us from growing and being able to experience a life different than what we have been conditioned to believe to be true for us. And so this week, I want you to focus on, wouldn't it be cool if you fill in that answer and you just go create it? Because a lot of the times, for me, being analytical, I get caught up in the how. And the how can be paralyzing. I can convince myself to need a list or need to plan something out or do more research or give the other person some time or try to play multiple scenarios on how someone else is going to be reacting if there's like a conflict or a conversation that needs to be had. And at the end of the day, get out of your head. Don't even let the judgments stop you before you get started in creating it. Because if there's anything you should know during this time, is that we are humans. We get to create anything and everything. That's the beautiful thing about being humans. We take an idea and we can create it into physical matter or reality. Insects can't do that. Animals can't do that. But we as humans, we get that gift. You have infinite source, power, and wisdom inside of you. You've just been conditioned to not be able to access it. And so when we use the questions of, wouldn't it be cool if, and then we just go create it, or what if I weren't? What if I weren't over analytical? How would I go about it? What would be different? And by asking those questions, it gets you out of your head and it doesn't allow time for that judgment to be present. So wouldn't it be cool if? Then you go create it. Or what if I weren't? And then act on what you would do.